Rihanna's family history helps us understand the difference between indentured servitude and chattel slavery. Rihanna's mother, Monica Braithwaite, is Guyanese, and her parents, Clara and Mr. Braithwaite, are descended of a large number of enslaved people who were transported to Guyana to work in largely sugar plantations, but other plantations as well. That large movement of human people means that the resulting population of Guyana is 30% of African descent. An even larger percentage of Guyana is of Indian descent, 39%. And Indians were also transported to the Caribbean to do work, but as indentured servants. So what's the difference? In chattel slavery, entire families were auctioned off and separated because in the legal definition of historical slavery, they were not human. In indentured servitude, they are considered human and they are individually indentured servants. Their children are considered human and not indentured servants. The plantation owner cannot auction off their children. It is why when we have documents like Anti-Slavery Organization, which came out after chattel slavery was abolished in England, they define this as modern slavery. The closest thing that we have now to chattel slavery is descent-based slavery, where you will always be a slave no matter what. The major difference between this and chattel slavery is chattel slavery moved people across major swaths of land, whereas descent-based slavery now in modern times is within one country usually. But the reason that the difference between indentured servitude historically and chattel slavery is important is because it was a major disruption culturally. So where you see people who are descended of indentured servants, for example, they often keep their faith. Many people who are ethnically Indian from the Caribbean still have some element of their Hindu faith. And when you decide that indentured servitude and chattel slavery are the same, what you're doing is ignoring the basic tenet of chattel slavery. They dehumanized these people. I'm going to say it again for the commenter who cannot understand that. These people were considered not human, not people. And if you cannot see that fundamental difference, you should question whether you think Black people are human. What I think is that it is fundamentally amazing that people have surpassed this terrible moment in their family history and excelled, despite the fact that people, human beings, believed that their ancestors were not human. This is not a pedantic argument. This is a historical fact that people who are Black, who are descended from enslaved chattel slaves, come back from a history where they were dehumanized.